Welcome. I'm Brennan. Let's spend some time doing yoga. Let's start with our breath. So when you're ready, close your eyes, roll your shoulders up to your ears. As you exhale, roll them back and down. And come into this moment. And let go of everything that came before this moment, everything that'll come after. Coming into this moment in time. Notice the air in your skin. Notice your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. And just notice the sensations you feel. Breathing in and breathing out. I'd like to start with a breathing exercise. Running up. Alternate breath. So take your right hand up, like you're going to say a pledge. And take your middle finger and your index finger and either place them down or place them up at your forehead, whatever feels right for you. The right thumb will go to your right nostril. Your ring finger and pinky will go to your left. And just start to breathe in and out, not closing anything up yet, just noticing your natural breath. On your next exhale, after it's complete, close your right nostril off. Breathe in through your left. And once your left nostril is filled with your breath, close it off. And when you're naturally ready to exhale out, open up your right thumb and exhale out through the right nostril. When you're naturally ready to inhale, inhale through your right nostril, close off the right nostril once you're done breathing in. Notice your natural breath, and when you're ready to exhale, exhale out through the left nostril. Now that's one round. Let's do two more. Inhale through the left. Once that's complete, close off your left. And when you naturally want to exhale out, open up the right nostril and exhale out your right nostril. When you feel the breath ready to come in, breathe in through the right nostril. Close off the right nostril once your inhale is completed and exhale out through the left. Inhale through the left, your natural breath, closing the left nostril off when your inhale is complete, opening up the right nostril and exhaling out. Inhale your natural inhale through the right nostril. Close off the right nostril. Open up the left, exhale out through the left. And then bring your hands back to your legs. And just breathe in your natural breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale your arms up. Interlace them, let your palms reach up. Feel the stretch throughout your body. As you exhale, twist over to one side. Inhale the back hand up as you face forward. As you exhale, stretch over to the other side. Feel the stretch. Sweep that top hand down and fold it over your legs. Now remember, you should never feel sharp pain. You always should feel like a good deep stretch. Sweep your hands behind you. Press your palms, your fingertips into the earth and switch your legs. Come to sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders up to your ears. As you exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale your arms back up. Interlace your hands. Palms reach up as you breathe in. And as you exhale, twist over to the other side. As you breathe in, the back hand is going to reach up to the sky as you look forward. And as you exhale, over to the other side. Make any modifications you need to make this your practice. Always check with your doctor first. Sweep all the way down. Fold over. And take a breath in and a breath out. So making any modifications you need to practice, you can always do this in a chair, use any props you need, and then slowly come all the way out. Roll your shoulders up to your ears. As you exhale, roll them back and down. And then if it's okay for your knees, we're gonna come into a child's pose. Sometimes it's nice to use a blanket. So a blanket underneath your knees can really help. So the knees are as wide as the mat, your big toes are together, your arms are lengthened, or if you have any shoulder issues, perhaps your fingers are connected to your heel. Take a deep breath in, a slow breath out, and then your side body. As you plant your palms and reach into the earth, feel your hips reaching back and breathe into that side body. Walk your hands back to center. Plant your palms. Let the palms reach into the earth and forward as your shoulders reach back into your hips, your tailbone reaches back. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Plant your palms. Feel them into the earth, reaching away with your hips, and feel the stretch in your side body. Breathing in and breathing out. Return back to center. Release all the way down. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly slide your hands back to be under your shoulders and come up to the tabletop. And then feel your palms rooting into the earth. Feel the tops of your feet and all 10 toenails connected. Feel the crown of the head reaching forward. And then come into your cow pose. I like to tap my toes, let the belly soften, the shoulder blades come together, shoulders away from the ears, and look a few feet ahead of you. As you exhale, round and press the tops of your feet, the palms into the earth. Feel the navel rising as you release your head and neck. Do this a few times with your own breath. As you inhale, you come into your cow pose, arching the back. As you exhale, your flexion, your inflection, pressing the navel up into the spine. So this is a really nice movement for your spine, increasing mobility in the back of your spine. Do this a few times, and then we're going to add on to it. So from here, walk your hands forward. Come forward, so you're on a half plank. So your knees are not directly under your hips now. And you're going to exhale. Bend your elbows straight back as you come all the way down. Once you're down, feel the tops of your feet, your thighs connected to the earth. Plant your palms, spread your fingers out like you were getting a manicure. And then gently press your palms into the earth and back, and feel your heart start to rise up for baby cobra. As you exhale, come back down. Plant your palms behind your shoulders. Using your core strength, come through table to child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out here. Then tuck your toes. Allow your hips and knees to rise, coming into a down dog. So with down dog, you want to feel that your hips are rising up, almost like an upside down thing. Your heels don't have to press into the earth, but you want to feel the heels reaching down. Bend one knee at a time, and we call this walking the dog. See how your head is feeling. If you feel like you have too much weight in your head, try to plant your palms and fingertips and reach the shoulders back into the hips back into the heels to really balance your weight. Then gently sweep forward into a plank. Release your knees, untuck your toes, and then gently press your elbows all the way back. Again, roll your shoulders forward and up, coming into a baby cobra, pressing the tops of your feet and your hips and the thighs into the earth. As you exhale, come through table into child's pose. And notice the sensations you feel here, breathing in and breathing out. And then tuck your toes again, lift up your hips and your knees. Let your feet be directly under your hips, coming into your down dog. And then slowly, one foot at a time, walk up to the front of your mat. And once you're up at the front of the mat, just bend your knees and hips as much as you need to. If this doesn't feel right, you can stay in your child's pose. Do and use whatever feels right for your body. Take your hands and then gently circle and sweep the other elbows. And then just gently sweep your elbows right to left. Let your head fold. Breathe in, breathe out. A deep breath in, exhale out through the mouth. And release your hands down. Let your hands and your fingers rise up to your shins, and then feel the crown of your head reaching forward. Your shoulders and hips reach back, the navel's pressing up into the belly. As you exhale, fold over your legs again. As you inhale, bend your knees, sit your hips back, and slide your hands up your legs, pressing your palms gently into your thighs as you roll all the way up. We're coming into mountain pose, standing pose. So do any of the poses that work best for you. Skip over the ones that don't work for you. Make any modification. Make this your yoga time. So let your toes reach up. Then press your toes down. Reach your heels up and then reach them down. Feel your pinky toes, the big toes, and your heels reaching into the earth. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then fold your elbows, letting your fingers connect with the opposite elbow. As you breathe in, sweep over to a side stretch on one side. Feeling the lengthening of that side. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Feel the lengthening of that side. Back to center. Sweep your arms back up, and as you exhale, swan dive down. Bending your knees and your hips and folding down. Slowly slide your hands back up. Press your palms by your thighs, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, slowly roll all the way up till you come to standing again. And then from here, just pause for a moment. Notice the sensations that you feel. Your pinky toes, your big toes, your heels are rooted into the earth. Feel your inner arches rising up. Take a hand below your belly, hand behind you. Lift your hips as you reach your tailbone down. And then release your hands. Let your palms reach forward. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Create a space between the upper and the lower teeth. Feel your shoulder blades gliding together. Feel your heart opening up. You can close your eyes if that feels good for you. Breathe in and breathe out. And then gently sweep your arms back up. Let the hands connect with the opposite elbows. This time, side stretch to the other side. Feel that nice stretch as if the rib cage are lifting off and stretching. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Really feel your feet planting into the earth, supporting you as you do a nice side stretch. Inhale your arms up to the earth. And as you exhale, swan dive down again. Fold over. And just let the crown of your head shake yes, shake no. And look at your knees. Bend your knees one at a time. Feel a release in your hips as you bend your hips back. Sit your top of your torso, your chest onto your thighs, and just release here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And then gently let your palms rise up, pressing on your thighs, roll back up. Taking your time, no rush, nowhere to go. Take your time. Breathe in and breathe out here. And then shake it all out. Feel your feet rooting into the earth, planting. As you exhale, root deeper into the earth. As you inhale, feel the crown of your head reaching up. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale your arms up to the sky, and as you exhale, swan dive down. Let your heart lead the way. And then from here, you're going to step back one foot at a time, coming back into that child's pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly walk your hands to your knees. Take the blanket off your mat. We're going to do a gentle hip opener. We're going to come to our backs. Our knees are bent. Our feet are on the ground. And we're going to lower our spine down. And just take a moment here. Just notice how you feel. Breathing in, breathing out. Using some of the poses or all the poses. Whatever feels right for you. Bend one of your knees into your chest. Interlace your hands behind your knee and just pause here. You want to feel the back of your head connected to the earth. Your shoulders releasing down to the ground. No tension in your jaw. Make circles with your ankle, 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the other direction. And then allow that leg to cross over the opposite leg. Take your palms and gently press your thighs away from your torso. A deep breath in, a slow breath out. Then take your hands, interlace them behind the leg that was on the ground, rising that leg up off the earth. As you breathe in, reach that leg up. As you exhale, feel the heel coming into your thigh. Inhale, reach your toes up to the sky. Exhale, heel back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Bend your elbows, even allowing that elbow to rest on that front thigh. Breathe in, breathe out. And then gently rock from one side to the other. And notice if that helps to open up. Find stillness as you breathe in and breathe out. And then slowly release down to the ground. Releasing both legs, coming back to a neutral position. Take a deep breath in, a slow breath out. And then bending the other knee into the chest, interlacing your hands behind that knee. And gently feel the sensations as you breathe in and breathe out. Make circles with that ankle, 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other direction. Let there be a little tuck in your chin. And then when you're ready, cross that leg over to the other leg. Make sure the bony part of your ankle is past the knee. Notice how you feel. Press your palms gently into your thighs and feel a lengthening in your spine. And then take your hands, if you like, behind the opposite thigh, interlacing them. As you breathe in, let that leg reach up to the sky. As you exhale, the heel comes down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it down. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe bend the elbow, letting it rest gently on the thigh. Roll back and forth from left to right. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly releasing your hands, letting your foot come back down to the ground. Release the other leg and gently just notice the sensations you're feeling. Breathing in and breathing out. And then let your hands come out like eagles. Bending your knees over to one side. You can extend the top leg nice and long. Try to keep both shoulders down onto the earth as you breathe in and breathe out. Deep breath in, slow breath out. And then release, come back up. Plant your feet, realign your back, and then over to the other side. Maybe again that top leg comes straight out. Whatever feels right, you can have a cushion underneath that leg. Palms are facing the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. You can stay here as long as you want. And then when you're ready, bend your knee one at a time and slowly come back to neutral. Lift up your hips and release them down. Then if you like, walk the soles of your feet together. Take your hands behind and underneath your thighs and gently rest your knees down. Breathe in and breathe out. So sometimes we don't have as much time as we want for our yoga practice, but there's always time to fit in a few yoga poses. So really help us feel that stretch to get clarity and get grounded. Then bend your knees back up and then come into our Shavasana, where you can gently rest for a few minutes at least. So I hope these poses help you to find the clarity, the peace, the stretch that you were looking for. It's been an honor and pleasure. Thank you so much for spending this time. Namaste.